There is a segment on Sky News Australia called Lefties Losing It, hosted by Rita Panahi, I think her name is. And it's actually quite brilliant, not going to lie. There's been a couple of the videos that I've watched myself, and it's always funny to me watching radical dingbat leftists going absolutely nuts over something not really going their way. It is pure poetry in motion, I like to say. And one of the dingbats that I can't get over losing her bloody mind over Adam Bandt losing his seat recently is Abby Chatfield, who is a radical Green supporter, thinking that communism is much better for Australia than actual capitalism, believe it or not. And she can't work out for the life of her why nobody would want Adam Bandt still to retain his seat in Melbourne. Gee, I can think of a number of reasons why the people voted for somewhat sanity, the devil that they think is going to be a little bit better than the devil that they already knew for a long time, and realize that, hey, this devil is actually really, really bad for us. Maybe we should vote in a little bit of a devil that's somewhat sane, if you can even say that. I know that analogy is kind of crazy to even use, but it's still somewhat the truth. Like, that's the way it seems. You know, you've got Labor, which is like already radical on the left, and then you've got the Greens, which are extremely on the left. And the people of Melbourne have gone, we're sick and tired of the extreme left, because thankfully the people of Melbourne have decided, you know what, I'm getting sick and tired of this bondage sort of devil that is just so crazy. We didn't think that would actually happen, but guess what? It has happened. Now we're going to have someone here that is a little bit more sane. Still a devil, but, you know, we're never going to go to Liberal. No way in hell will we do that, even though probably Liberal will be a little bit better for you. But nevertheless, Melburnians, they're an interesting bunch of people. They went under a lot of heartache during COVID, and a lot of them were broken quite significantly. Their backs were broken, and their brains along with their backs too. And one of those dingbats I find absolutely hilarious, how she's got literally no idea about politics, but she loves to talk about her opinion when it comes to politics as well, is the likes of Abby Chatfield. All credit to her, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing is, thousands of people watch this woman. Thousands of people. And they actually really look to her for advice. I don't know why, but they do. And anyway, it's actually really glorious for me to see and watch Abby Chatfield have a meltdown over the fact that Adam Bandt lost his seat recently. So here's one leftist I guess we can all laugh at for losing her mind after Adam Bandt lost his seat. Have a watch.
Anxiety about Adam Bandt losing his seat. I didn't even think it was possible for Adam Bandt to lose his seat. I didn't think it was possible. What does it mean? I have seen it's been neck and neck. I don't get how that is. Is it neck in neck or neck and neck? Do you think it's also that a lot of people who were voting Greens in Melbourne, like, have they moved away from Melbourne? I don't know. Have they redistributed somewhere else? I don't know.
I've always found that the Greens are like that little kid that snipes you over the back of the head. When you turn around and hit them, they go crying to the teacher, but here we are. Part of their strategy was to greensplain preferential voting to people as if they're 5 years old, and then have a sook about preferential voting. People understand preferential voting. They prefer Labor. Second accusation of treating voters as if they're stupid. With the policy offerings, it's complete pie in the sky stuff. People know that you'll never have to implement it, and they can smell bullshit.
For all the freaky little weirdos on the internet saying that people are leaving the Greens in high numbers, that just simply isn't true. Greens have secured the highest ever vote in history, okay? That is the national vote. It's obviously different and represented differently because of electorates, but as a whole, there are more Australians than ever that have voted for the Greens.
It's a ridiculous line of coke that they've secured their biggest national vote in history. It's because there are more people voting. It's an embarrassing thing to say when your primary vote has gone backwards. Adam Bandt is gone. It's not happening. Don't worry about Adam though. He'll be working at the Australia Institute in no time. I have mixed feelings on him. Sometimes I think he's a real bad dude, and his leadership of the Greens has led them to just being this shitty protest party. But you know, I looked at his birth chart the other day and I liked the Pisces Sun Cap Moon combination. I thought that's quite balanced, and on that basis I have a little bit of respect.
It's neck and neck, not neck in neck. I mean, far out. Like, that's a smooth brain moment, if I'm being honest. Why would you think that neck in neck? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Your neck goes in someone else's neck, neck and neck, meaning your necks are side by side. It's a close race. That's the terminology you're supposed to use. But she can't work out how it's neck and neck. Well, guess what? It wasn't neck and neck. It was Labor whitewashing. She took over by a long shot. Adam Bandt was left behind. He thought that he was way far ahead. He thought that he was neck and neck for a little bit. That's what Abby Chatfield thought. How is that possible? Guess what? People of Melbourne were sick and tired of a hateful, spiteful weasel that also loves terror and is a terror supporter rather than his own damn country. People of Melbourne saw right through him. And it was time, as Adam Bandt says, to vote for change. That's exactly what the people did. They voted for change. Australians are very good at smelling it. They're sick and tired of it. Adam Bandt is full of it. Abby Chatfield is full of it. Like, stop trying to blow smoke under my backside and then go, oh, there's nothing there. Like, Australians, for one thing, yes, I know that they're going to vote. They voted for Labor. They voted for the dingbat Albanese. That's because we didn't have a stronger candidate on the other side that did, like, you could tell. And Peter Dutton signified that there's a lot of stuff that he wasn't telling us. Like, he wasn't entirely truthful, I don't think. He kept flip-flopping around. And I know people have had a go at me recently for saying that I'm wrong about Peter Dutton. I don't think that I am wrong. I saw a lot of the things that the man said, and he didn't strike me as a man of conviction. Compare Peter Dutton to the likes of John Anderson for 1 second, or even John Howard, or even Tony Abbott. I guarantee you, Tony Abbott, right, would actually stand for something. He would be absolutely hated, but still he stood by it. He's a patriot of Australia. Peter Dutton, on the other hand, wasn't too sure. He had these great sounding policies, no doubt about it, but the execution was poor. That's why Anthony Albanese rigged it based on preferential votes, and the mainstream media went after Peter Dutton. You can imagine Anthony Albanese on your phone, mainstream media. You go rig it. You go rig it to this. Trust me, it's going to work. Make Peter Dutton look bad. And Peter Dutton's going, oh, no, I am trying the best that I can to make Australia great again. But Peter Dutton, mate, what is your plan? How are you going to make Australia great again? That sounds Trumpian to me, even though he wasn't really Trumpian at all. I'm just trying to make a joke there. Don't at me, people, because I happen to enjoy Trump's policies, believe it or not, except the tariffs at the moment are a little bit wild, but hey, we trust Trump. In Trump, we trust. Even though it is actually because you got dingbat leaders that don't really know how to deal with tariffs. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Getting back to the lefties losing it. Abby Chatfield on TikTok, on Instagram, you name it. She went on a couple of debates with Punters Politics and Joel Jamal, I think his name is, and several others. And she just seemed like she had no idea what the hell she was talking about. Like, and that's what the Greens are. They just yell and scream, rant and rave about all these different things, and they got absolutely no clue what they're talking about. And like this guy said, people can smell bullshit. They got a great radar for it. Australians, for what it's worth, they're tired of division. They're tired of the aggression. They're tired of the hate, and it usually comes from the likes of people such as Abby Chatfield, Adam Bandt, you name it. It's not unifying Australia, is it? Unifying Australia is going, we're all Australian citizens. If you are here, you've come here, you've assimilated, you work hard, and you don't want division in this place. You want one flag for one nation, one country, you name it. Therefore, you are trying your best to unite the country. But Adam Bandt goes, no, we're on stolen land. This land is stolen. What are you going to do about it, Adam? That means you're living on stolen land too. You're going to give it back? By all means, man, give it back. Give back your portion. You're the one that bought a house. So therefore, you're complicit, mate. Hate to break it to you. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to give it back in full support of the Indigenous people. Okay, see how that works out for you. Oh, get this. I want everyone to have free housing. It's high time that everyone has free housing. Yeah, right. I would love that. How are you going to do it? How are you going to afford that? Especially when you got the amount of migrants coming in and you're all for it. Yeah, let's bring everyone in, man. Let's bring everyone from Palestine in and from Gaza. Let's bring them in, man. See how that works. Let's bring as many migrants as we can possibly think of. And guess what? Albanese's brought in over 1 million of them in his 3-year term. That's a lot. Importing voters, which will be able to vote 2028. That's saying something, isn't it? Anyway, I am glad that the lefties are currently still losing it at the moment because it is absolutely glorious to see. It's cry a little bit harder. I know my party didn't win, which is One Nation, or the Family First, which is what people should have been voting for. Not for me to say how you should vote, but, you know, I don't really like Albanese and I don't really like Peter Dutton. And I am ungrateful for the fact that Albanese rigged it and won. But still, what can you do? Right? Anyway, I just want to finish by saying thank you for the 80,000 of you that continue to support what I do on this show. And I am enormously grateful for each and every one of you. You guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.